Hello and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making my Austrian goulash, and I hope it's going to be pretty tasty. Here's my ingredients list. Okay, so we have my ingredients list. So what I'm putting in my goulash today, I'm actually going to make it vegan because my dad is in town and he's vegan, and I thought, no, why not? Let's just make it vegan. So I have some of my main ingredients are my Hungarian paprika. This is actually going to be the star of the dish. I'm going to use the majority of the spice is going to be paprika. I also have my potatoes. I got golden potatoes today, so they should be pretty tasty. I got some yellow onions, which I diced up into half onions. I'm using a vegan, plant-based, smoked sausage. I tried to find smoked tofu, but I couldn't, so I thought this might be a good alternative. And then some of the other things I'm putting in it, it's a stew, so I'm going to be hitting it up with some vegetable broth. Of course, we need our other spices, which I've made into a nice little medley here. We have majoram. We're going to use some bay leaves, coriander, and then I have some caraway seeds that I grinded it up. And then finally, I'm gonna throw some vinegar in there to deglaze it, and I'm gonna basically be making it into a stew on my stovetop. So this is my paprika spice blend. I got some Hungarian paprika, and I have some normal paprika. And paprika really is the center of any goulash dish, and so I thought this was an ample time to talk about the spice paprika. Paprika is from originally Mexico, where it was imported into Spain during Christopher Columbus's era when he went over there and colonized Latin America and Central America and bring back, among other things, paprika. Then paprika made its voyage to Europe and Central Europe, and it actually became prominent from an economist side because it was cheaper than pepper, and pepper was originated in India, and there was a huge pepper spice trade in India, but paprika was kind of the poor man's pepper. And goulash actually made its debut by being this kind of very rustic, very affordable farmer's stew. So I think paprika, in addition, almost all culinary endeavors are super interesting in the fact that they span borders, they span nations. This Hungarian goulash is using paprika, which came from Latin America, and is using potatoes, which are a super common ingredient in almost all forms of cooking. And I really think that is interesting. When we look at cooking, we see that we take on flavor profiles. We take on similarities to other cultures that transcends borders and that transcends nations and colonizations. Everyone has to eat, right? Okay, it's coming together. It's starting to thicken up a little bit, and it has kind of that super good red color that it's known for, that the paprika is going to give it. And then I also have my little vegan smoked sausages going. So they look pretty good. I'm excited. Okay, guys, I'm here now with the finished product, my Australian Hungarian goulash, featuring my dad. He's here for dinner. I'm happy to have made this vegan because my dad's vegan, so that's been kind of the fun part of this dish that I've gotten to try and kind of experiment with. So I used there's a sausage, which is actually a vegan sausage, so that's going to be pretty tasty. And this has been an exciting dish to make because tying my heritage with this dish, I've gotten to learn about my heritage. And what I've learned from this is that this dish and my heritage pulls from a lot of different other heritages. And from this and from food, we can kind of bind together experiences and find a common ground because everyone has to eat. And that is why food is something that we could relate to each other and we could see that we're just human. So cheers to food, and we're going to dig in.